I know I just been hyped up LSU right there. Great quarterback, great running back room, great wide receivers. None of that will matter if their offensive line cannot doesn't have to be as talented as last year's. However, losing 4 starters to the NFL, 4 of your starting offensive linemen going off to the NFL hurts. It's going to be. It's a tough adjustment. If the offensive line can't pass block, it doesn't matter how good your receivers are if the ball can't get thrown to them. If the defensive lines are wreaking havoc in the backfield, you can't get the run game going. Okay, I think. I think this team, at the end of the year, I will look at their Week 1 game against Clemson and see how well that offensive line performed. How strong were they able to start against arguably the best defensive line in college football? LSU could win 35-21. They could win 21-17. Clemson could win 35-24. I'm not looking at the score per se because they're both talented teams. One of them's got to win, right? I'm looking at how well can the offensive line perform. If LSU loses, and it's because Nussmeier threw 2 picks from that secondary, running back fumbled a ball at their own 20, all right, set Clemson up in good field position, all right. Garrett Nussmeier gets sacked 4 times, all right, gets quarterback pressured, ends up throwing a pick because the offensive line couldn't protect long enough. They have less than 100 yards rushing. That's a different story because if Clemson's defensive line can get to the backfield for LSU and cause havoc, Alabama can. South Carolina can. Texas A&M can. I think Florida can. I think they're going to have a good defensive line this year. I'm looking at the offensive line for LSU Week 1. That's going to be one of the key insights to how I think that season will go.